Hey, what's up, guys? Spencer Rhodes here. So Negan and Alpha did the dirty. They they slept together. I've heard a lot of complaining about this scene, the sex scene between Negan and Alpha. I mean, for me, it's complicated. I mean, I think it is kind of gross, but I don't know. I don't know. He I mean, Negan seemed like he was into it. I mean, Negan was like, yeah, now that I think about it, I kind of am attracted to you. He was like, this is going to be a praying mantis situation. Are you going to kill me? Screw it. It's been a while. So like, he was into it. I mean, I was thinking that Negan was going to be like desperate to keep his cover, and it would be kind of like he might feel like his wives at the sanctuary felt like, sort of not really wanting to do that stuff but kind of having to do it. But no, he was into it. He was into it. So it wasn't an unpleasant thing for Negan. I mean, this is a man who's been locked up in a jail cell for 8 years. If you've been locked up in a jail cell for 8 years, I don't know. I mean, he was used to having 4 women to sleep with at one time. I mean, maybe he was hungry, thirsty enough for Alpha. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. And a part of it is that there was so much. The rating going up for explicit sex scene, so many early reviews complaining about it, so many people complaining about it. Oh, it's the most disgusting thing ever, it's the most gross thing ever. So I mean, maybe I was expecting more when I watched it. Maybe my expectations were too high because I heard so much criticism about them sleeping together, that when I got to the scene, I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. This isn't that bad. Really, the part that I didn't like for Negan was when Negan took his clothes off. He was like crying, and that doesn't seem like a Negan thing to do in your last moments. Like, for one thing, I didn't think if Negan thinks he's going to die, I don't think he would cry like that. And he was like sniffing and crying and everything. And for another thing, she didn't say, I'm going to kill you. She said, take your clothes off. How do you not know it's a ritual for becoming a whisperer? Why are you assuming you're going to die? Like, if you're about to be a whisperer, you're like making yourself look bad by like crying and ranting, like rambling about your freaking past, which is another thing I didn't think Negan would necessarily do. And another thing I didn't think Negan would necessarily do is justify the person he used to be. I didn't like that. I was kind of hoping that Negan felt bad about the stuff that all the people that he ended up getting killed. Yes, he technically had a community of people, but I mean, he got people killed. He killed people. I mean, I was kind of hoping that he kind of regretted the person he used to be, but he was like justifying himself really hardcore when he thought Alpha was going to kill him. That was my criticism, not the sex scene. The sex scene was okay. That seemed like Negan. Negan's thirsty. He's been locked up for 8 years. That sounded like Negan. I was okay with that part and I thought it was okay. But like I said, my expectations were so high because I heard nothing but just criticism, like, it's the worst thing ever, it's the most disgusting thing ever. I don't know. I need to watch the episode again. I said that in my review. I need to watch the episode again and sort of gather my thoughts more carefully. But as far as first impressions go, I liked the mid-season premiere. I thought it was a good, solid episode 9. I'm hoping that the next few episodes are as good. But as far as the sex scene between Negan and Alpha, I mean, it's definitely a deviation from the comics, because in the comics, for one thing, I mean, Negan and Alpha, they talk a little bit. It's like a couple of issues. He flirts with her, and then he's alone with her, and they sort of have like a heart-to-heart conversation, and then he kills her. in the show, it's already like they've already made it longer Like they've made the dynamic between Negan and Alpha longer. They stretched it out longer, which the show sometimes does that with the comic stuff. And now Negan and Alpha have slept together, so that's definitely not something that they do in the comics. So as far as what's happening with Alpha, we've seen her wounded in the trailers, but just because she's wounded doesn't mean she's dead. There's also another part of a trailer that shows her and Negan, and Negan's whipping her arm with like a tree branch, and she's got cuts on her face that look like the bleeding wounds she had in the other part of the trailer. So when she's bleeding in the trailer, that's not her death scene. So she's going to live past that. And I don't know if that's going to be in episode 10. That could be episode 11. So I don't know when Alpha is going to die. I do believe that Alpha is going to die in season 10B. I do believe she'll die in the next 7 weeks. I don't know what episode. I don't think it'll be episode 10. I don't think it'll be episode 16. I think it'll be somewhere in the middle between episode 11 and episode 15. I think will be Alpha's death scene. Now, as far as who will kill her, I don't know. It could be Negan. It could be Carol. It could be Negan and Carol. It could be a mixture of both. I feel like it needs to be one of those three options. It needs to be either Negan, Carol, or both. I mean, Carol's not going to care if like Negan assists her. I mean, she's after Alpha. She wants to kill Alpha, and she's over Negan. Negan's just some guy at this point. She wants to kill Alpha, to avenge her son. So, but it could just be like the comics. It could be straight up like the comics. We've got the Negan Alpha dynamic. We've got the beta knows Negan and doesn't trust Negan and doesn't like Negan, but Alpha's not listening to him, and Alpha likes him anyway. We've got all that stuff, and we've got Negan needing desperately needing a way to come back to Alexandria. Alpha's head probably is the only way for him to come back to Alexandria. He might have saved Lydia's life, but they were ready to kill him. Like half the council was voting to kill him, and then how's he going to explain Brandon or whatever his name was? How's he going to explain that? So he probably needs to kill Alpha and bring her head back. He probably needs to decapitate Alpha like the comics and bring her head back as like a peace offering. Like, let me come back. And Judith and Gabriel will probably be on Negan's side, so he might have some support. So they could go for that. But on the other hand, they could have Carol kill Alpha. They could have Carol, get her revenge. We have Carol get the revenge that she's always wanted with wanting to kill Alpha. We could have a moment where maybe Carol finally starts to see the error of her ways and starts to regret her actions if Connie and Magna are dead or possibly dead, or they almost died but they're okay, whatever. Maybe Carol, that was Carol's breaking point, where Carol realizes that she can't be obsessed with revenge anymore. Maybe she gets a chance to kill Alpha and she doesn't take it. And then we get the big comic moment with Negan decapitating her. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if Carol would reject a chance to kill Alpha ever, I'm hoping that she starts to regret her actions. I don't know when she will. Maybe it'll be before she kills Alpha or after she kills Alpha. But I don't even know if she's going to kill Alpha. It's probably either going to be Negan or Carol or both. So I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I mean, Carol's done so much crazy stuff at this point with her obsession with revenge, pretty much causing the possible deaths of Connie and Magna and risking other people's lives several times at this point. I'm hoping that she realizes that she needs to chill out and stop being obsessed with revenge. So I don't know. I don't know if, like I said, she's going to kill her, Negan's going to kill her. I don't know. It's really difficult to say. Maybe in the next few episodes I'll be able to really come up with an answer based off the characters that are being built up for this scene or that scene. Maybe I'll be able to know, will Carol do it? Will Negan do it? Will it be something else like Walker's killing Alpha? I don't know. It's really hard to say right now, but maybe the trailers or the next few episodes will help me figure out how Alpha is actually going to die. Will it be just like the comics? Will it be different? But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which episode do you think Alpha will die? Who do you think will kill her? Negan, Carol? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't be shy. Hit that like and subscribe. I'm not going anywhere. I make 1 to 2 Walking Dead videos per day, so please hit that subscribe button. Right now we are at 763 subscribers. My goal is to try to get to 800 in the next few months. So just remember, every subscriber counts, every bit of support matters, and is very, very appreciated. Hopefully we can get to that goal of 800. We're almost there. We're almost at 800 subscribers. Just 37 more people hitting that subscribe button, and we will be at that 800 subscriber milestone. Once we get there, I'll make a video celebrating the 800 milestone, as I do with every 100. So we're getting pretty close. We're pretty much 2/3 of the way there. So really close. 37 more people. Awesome. So close. Really like the progress we've been getting lately. So can't wait to get there. But with all that said, I am Spencer Rhodes, and I will see you guys later. Bye.